Hi folks, this is your homework. This is really important for me to get across to you how coming to Pilates once, twice or even 3 times a week is brilliant. But if you really want to make long-lasting changes and improvements to your back and to your general feeling of well-being, then I would recommend that you do some homework whilst you're at home as well. So I'm going to come onto my back and I'm going to give you some exercises. There's about 3 or 4 exercises that are fundamental to your back care. So starting off on your back, we're going to go into our very basic pelvic tilt. So we start this as our warm-up in most of the classes. The feet are in line with the sit bones, so they're quite narrow and the feet are parallel. And the arms are gently just pressed down to the side of the body. Think about the chest opening. Now, if you just take a look at my pelvis, I'm going to tilt my tailbone up to the ceiling, which is going to lengthen and just naturally lift the hips away from the mat. So I'm drawing my abdominals in to curl through the spine, and then I take a deep inhalation, and then I slowly roll that lower back gently back down onto the mat again. And I'm just going to show you again. So we do small curls from the tailbone up towards the middle of the pelvis, the top of the pelvis. And I'm really drawing down into the abdominals to get that lovely stretch in the lumbar spine, but also strengthening in the front of the spine as well. So it's activating the deep muscles of the core. Once you've done about 4 or 5 of these, I then want you to just start to take that spine all the way off the mat. So I'm going to come up to my shoulders now into my full pelvic bridge. The arms are pressed down and my tailbone is coming up to the ceiling. Note my knees haven't moved. And then I take a deep inhalation, and then on the exhalation I drive the rib cage down, and I again get that lower back stretch as my hips come all the way back down to the mat. And I'd attempt to do anywhere between 8 to 10 of those. Okay, I'm then going to roll myself up slowly. Another really good one for stretching the lower back is to keep the knees together and just press the heels back, the hips back to the heels, and sink the forehead down towards the mat. So you get that lovely stretch all along the spine. And again, you can hold it here for a few breaths, or you can hold it here for as long as you like. Then we're going to go straight into our 4-point kneeling position. So the hands are directly under the shoulders, the knees are under the hips, and we're just going to tilt that tailbone and the chin under, creating that U shape, C shape in the spine. And then as I inhale, I slide the shoulder blades down, bringing that spine into its alignment, neutral. And then I'll take a tilt of the tailbone as it lifts up, and I lift up the chest plate. Again, driving those shoulder blades down. Inhale, come back to the neutral position, and then I'm going to reverse it again. And again, you can do as many as you like. I would aim for anywhere between 6 or 8 repetitions. But again, if it makes you feel, brings any relief into your lower back, you can do as many as you want. And then when you're done, just sit back into the heels again and just allow that stretch into the back. And then to finish off a really nice stretch, I'm going to come back onto my back and I'm going to draw the knees into the chest. Now this really helps to just stretch into that lower pelvis. As I exhale, I'm going to draw my knees in and allow that tailbone to lift. And then as I inhale, I let the knees come away from the chest, and then on the exhale, I draw the knees back in. So I get a really lovely stretch across that lower back. So I hope that's useful for you. I mean, there's so many more things you can do as well, but those are like the fundamental stretches and activation of those core muscles, and I'll give you more next week. Thank you, I'll see you soon.